How's everybody tonight? I have my speech, not because I need to read it, more so, but as a Baptist preacher, I need to stay with the time limit. So I'm going to stick with the text so that I can keep it to the time. Amen? I've come here tonight after a conversation with Brother Bob, which happened approximately 2 weeks ago. I was sitting on the couch watching the TV as the count for the health care bill was being tallied. It was my hope that common sense would prevail. I didn't feel that I needed to get off the couch because I had, like so many other people, watched many people who were involved in the Tea Party movement across the country, and they were doing a good job. I agreed with what they were saying. There were a lot of people there, and I was sitting back saying, amen. But a thought came to me at that time, which I want to share with you, which brings me here with you tonight. It comes specifically from part of a speech that Pastor Martin Niemöller said in 1946 when the church in Germany was confessing that they stood idly by when someone by the name of Adolf Hitler rose to power. Now I want to make it clear, our president is not a totalitarian. I am not calling him anything like that. Whoever is the President of the United States, because they have that office, we have to respect the office. So I don't want anybody in the press trying to say anything other than what I'm saying. That's why I'm sticking to the text. But Martin Niemöller said this. He said, first they came for the communists, and I didn't speak up because I wasn't a communist. Then they came for the Jews. I didn't speak up because I wasn't a Jew. Then they came for the trade unionists. Well, I didn't speak up because I wasn't a trade unionist. Then they came for the Catholics, and I didn't speak up because I was a Protestant. But then they came for me. And by that time, there was nobody left to speak up. What I saw, and what I have been seeing since the 9/12 startup, is concerned citizens, not racists, not bigots, not people who are haters, but people who are concerned for their country. I see the same people that I grew up with, and the same people that I served with on the battlefield. And the one thing that we understood is that our blood is red. It's not green, it's not purple. It bleeds the same. We sweat the same. We feel the same. And we love the same country. That's why I'm here. Ronald Reagan once said that all great change begins at the dinner table in America. Isn't it fitting that people who want to sit down and perhaps have a cup of tea are the ones to begin to start changing the change that we find ourselves in now? What is important for us, for all of us right here who are gathered here, is that we all have a sixth sense. We sense that something is wrong. That sixth sense is a spark of divinity that all of us have been given. In a scriptural sense, it's called the spirit of discernment. We sense that something is wrong. There is danger that we see. God has given that to us. He's even given it to the animals. An animal who is being stalked can sense that the lion is getting ready to eat him. Well, in the same sense, we sense in the concrete jungle when we are in danger and what we need to do in order to survive. You don't walk out at 3 o'clock in the morning without your mace with you or some means of protecting yourself, at least your keys in your pocket, because you sense it could be a danger. Well, in the same sense, that's what we have to realize about where we are, and that's why I'm here. But this sixth sense allows us to keep our eyes open wide, allows us to keep our Bibles open, our history books open, our radio stations on, our pocket-sized constitutions with us, so that we know what's going on. What I sense is that there is now an axis of arrogance that is in Washington, D.C. I sense a spirit of arrogance where people who are supposed to be our representatives think that they're supposed to be our rulers. I don't like people telling me that this will be good for us, and yet they're not willing to take the same poison that they want to give us. What I see with the White House, what I see with the Senate, and what I see with the House of Representatives is three particular realms that are not acting like representatives and not acting like a republic in our limited democracy, but are acting like an oligarchy, a ruling set of people who want to tell us what to do. But I serve my nation to protect, preserve, and protect the Constitution. And I'm sure that the people that are on the battlefield right now believe that that's what they're doing. And yet we have people in the nation that want to do what they want to do. Got to stick with the text here. My time is short. So let me say this. There's a movie that's out right now. My daughter wants to see it. And it's called